Hey there, I'm Sundeep August. This is the Sundeep August Show. A group of ancient Indian philosophers known as the Gymnosophists practiced austerity to the extent that they believed that clothing and food had an adverse effect on mental purity. The name Gymnosophists comes from the Greek word gymnos, which means naked, and sophistes, which means wise man. Several Greek authors reported that these guys were vegetarians, even though there aren't many historical reports of the Gymnosophists, and they're frequently interpreted through the eyes of classical Greek writers. Their philosophy and way of life offer some insightful lessons. You're getting started on the Sundeep August Show. The Gymnosophists are thought to have adopted a simple lifestyle and given up material goods by practicing nudity. It is crucial to remember that there are a number of ideas explaining why they chose to live this way, and the precise causes of their nudity are not totally understood. Plutarch, a Greek historian, records that Alexander the Great came across 10 Gymnosophists in the vicinity of the Indus River banks in present-day Pakistan. These unclothed, wise men led austere lives. The modest, minimalist lifestyle that Gymnosophists adopted serves as a reminder of the value of cutting back on materialism and adopting a more economical, clutter-free way of living. This can help us focus on what's important in life and let go of things that aren't necessary. The average American adult discards almost 68 pounds of clothing annually. 20 to 21% of working Americans report that they are not setting any money down for their retirement. Beyond decluttering one's physical space, minimalism also entails clearing one's consciousness of unnecessary details and concentrating on what is truly essential. It can aid in lowering stress, boosting output, and enhancing general well-being. These guys were proponents of self-discipline. Gymnosophists demonstrated the strength of self-control and willpower by leading ascetic lives and practicing rigorous self-discipline. Their unwavering commitment to their intellectual and spiritual studies teaches us how important it is to be disciplined in order to reach our goals. Studies have indicated that an individual's beliefs towards self-discipline are associated with their level of success in practicing self-discipline. More than 80% of studies that incorporated a numerical component documented an association between well-being and voluntary simplicity. When it came to accurately forecasting academic success, self-discipline was more significant than IQ. Self-control showed a considerable favorable effect on grades, attendance, and homework time. The development of positive behaviors is critical in the promotion of self-discipline. Developing self-discipline requires establishing a regular schedule. When you're consistent in your everyday acts, you establish a pattern that gets simpler to follow over time. Your brain will come to anticipate and adjust to certain routines, eventually considering them normal. By adhering to this routine, one will observe. You're getting deeper on the Sundeep Show. that self-control becomes increasingly effortless and instinctive. These guys dedicated countless hours to meditation. The Gymnosophists gain notoriety for their commitment to introspection and meditation. This underscores the significance of engaging in introspection, practicing mindfulness, and striving for self-awareness as methods to attain individual development and comprehension. Numerous advantages of meditation have been demonstrated for both physical and mental well-being. According to a Forbes survey, the enormous disruptions caused by the COVID-19 outbreak have prompted people to seek solace through meditation. A significant number of individuals resorted to virtual meditation as a means of alleviating mental and emotional distress, including dread and anxiety. 84% of meditators say they practice meditation to relax and unwind. It is believed that meditation can reduce insomnia by up to 50%. 53% of people who meditate say it helps them focus and remember things. Meditation can help you feel better generally, lower your stress, and learn more about yourself. These guys were interested in philosophy and the search for the true truth. These ascetics were philosophers who participated in profound intellectual debates and teachings. The Gymnosophists serve as a reminder of the importance that intellectual and philosophical inquiry holds in our pursuit of understanding and enlightenment. The goal of every Gymnosophist is to find their own personal truth and enlightenment. In order to discover our own route to truth and meaning, they exhort us to investigate our own inner selves, values, and beliefs. A recent study that was featured in Upjourney asserts that having a strong philosophical foundation is necessary for fully comprehending and enjoying the world that we live in. Oh yeah. It has the potential to enhance our capacity for rational thought, our capacity for effective communication, and our capacity for empathy and compassion. Additionally, philosophy can assist us in comprehending ourselves and our position in the universe. We can find deeper meaning and purpose in life by asking and answering big questions about ourselves, the world, and everything else. Gymnosophists cared about morals. They upheld ethical norms such as non-violence or ahimsa, a basic precept of Jainism. By studying their ethical principles, we may be motivated to pursue a more empathetic and morally upright lifestyle. You're listening to the Sundeep Show. The Ethics and Compliance Initiative released a study that says the Global Business Ethics Survey, GBES, is a thorough, multi-country, longitudinal study of ethical trends around the world. The GBES gives clear and deep information about honesty at work, morals, and rules for following the law at both public and private groups around the world. According to several studies, the majority of customers, or about 84%, think about a company's morals and principles before making a purchase. 21% of US workers were in places of business that had a strong culture of ethics. Only 40% of workers who see unethical behavior reported, according to Gallup. A fundamental component of comprehending and valuing the universe is ethics. It can strengthen our capacity for critical thought, enhance our communication skills, and cultivate a more profound feeling of compassion and empathy. It is possible to cultivate a more profound sense of purpose and meaning in life by investigating fundamental questions about the nature of existence, morality, and the nature of reality. Gymnosophists were spiritually linked to the planet. They were one with nature. They frequently resided in remote or forested regions. Their relationship to nature inspires us to value and conserve the environment, as well as to seek spiritual insights from our surroundings. A study that was conducted by the Radiant Foundation and Gallup found that there is a correlation between religiosity and one's overall level of happiness. 59% of Americans report experiencing a profound sense of spiritual well-being and serenity on a regular basis. Different countries had different levels of religious observance, but on average, 62% of those polled said religion was important in their lives. Another 61% said God was important, and 53% said prayer was important. The practice of spirituality is associated with decreased stress levels, enhanced self-awareness, and an overall improvement in well-being. The Gymnosophists had an open mind. The Gymnosophists,
this is the Sundeep Show,
were receptive to discussion and interaction with various religious and philosophical systems. The readiness to converse and be open to alternative points of view can encourage us to look for areas of agreement and be more accepting of other people's opinions. The attribute of open-mindedness entails maintaining a receptive attitude towards a diverse range of concepts, viewpoints, and knowledge. It's a valuable trait for anyone who wants to think critically and reasonably. Broadly speaking, individuals with an open mind are generally interested in the perspectives of others, amenable to having their ideas questioned, tolerant of errors, without experiencing anger, empathetic towards others, cognizant of alternative viewpoints, modest in their own expertise and knowledge, and eager to hear what others have to say. Our capacity for critical thought, effective communication, and the cultivation of a more profound sense of empathy and compassion are all enhanced by being open-minded. The Gymnosophists existed in a totally different era and culture than our own. So, it's crucial to keep that in mind while trying to determine how relevant their ideas and practices are to contemporary society. But for those in search of a more straightforward and conscientious and morally upright lifestyle, the principles and values they personified continue to offer guidance and motivation. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Sundeep August. This is the Sundeep Show. The philosophical conversations and arguments that the Gymnosophists participated in were well known for their time and were frequently oriented on topics such as the nature of the universe, the soul, and the divine. The Gymnosophists might have been naked, but their ideas were sure as hell trusted for the time.
This is the Sundeep Show.